I want to share something with you guys that I shared with my client last night. So, yesterday I had a session with one of my clients, and she's in the middle of trying to get her period back. So, we're doing the whole all in journey thing. And she's sort of in the middle of it right now. And she's been really expressing this past couple of weeks that she just feels so confused, so lost, so scared about like what's going on. And she's really starting to think like this isn't normal, and am I ever going to get better, and am I ever going to heal? And she's sort of really getting down on herself. And so later that night I was writing my client notes. I always write like an email to my clients after our session of just like insights and words of advice and the homework assignments that we're going to work through and sort of the next things that we're going through next couple weeks to really help push them forward in their recovery. And I was doing a couple other things at the same time, and I was trying to figure out my to-do list for the next day. So I went and I grabbed my journal, and this is a journal that I've had for, I think it was 2014 that I got this journal. And I open it up trying to find my to-do list in the back of this journal here, and this page falls out. Like literally the page falls out of my journal, and within like 2 seconds of reading this page I realized like this was not for me. This is for my client here. So I want to read this to you guys because hopefully this will be really helpful for those of you who are in the recovery journey right now and are feeling kind of lost and hopeless. So I'm just going to go ahead and read. This is a journal entry that I wrote a couple years ago when I was in the middle of my all-in journey. I just gained a bunch of weight. I had just left veganism. I was like totally unlearning all of these things that I had ever learned about nutrition. I stopped exercising, and I was in the middle of it. And I wrote this: I feel very lost right now. Lost, worn down, depressed, missing my old self, and feeling like my life is incomplete. It's so weird because at the same time though, I feel way healthier, stronger, and calmer, yet so freaking lost. For starters, I have this immense fear of not getting my period back. What if I haven't been eating enough? What if I am eating too much? Like, what if my body is even more imbalanced because I've been eating so much and not exercising, and it begins to hate me even more for the things I'm doing to it in this stupid recovery journey? I don't know whether I should eat more or whether I should eat less, and I just can't stand the anxiety of it all. It just really worries me, and I feel so concerned about what's going to happen. I want to be able to feel light in my body and not have so much weight on me. But what if my body has a different idea? What if I never, ever get to a weight I feel comfortable in? Will I always have to eat 5 servings of dessert every night without feeling like I'm restricting? I'm so sick of it. I don't even want the dessert anymore, but gosh, I feel like I just have to have it. I have to eat it, and yet I don't want it, and yet I want it so badly. What the heck? Why am I thinking more about food than I feel like I ever have? Oh, this recovery thing is ridiculous. No freaking idea what to do. I am surrounded by people all day, and yet I feel so alone, so very much alone, and like no one understands what I have to go through. It's soul-sucking to feel so misunderstood. I really am out of sorts here with what to do next. I feel so uncomfortable in my body. I feel inflamed. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore, and I don't know who I want to become. This is the hardest thing that I have to go through, and I don't even know if it's going to end up leading to better health. There you go, guys. That is literally what I wrote a couple years ago. And what's funny is that, like, you know how they say, like, a woman who gives birth, like, you know, she just goes through labor and it's like excruciating pain, right? But they say that, you know, that pain is forgotten within 2 seconds of the mother holding her baby to her chest. And that's how I feel like with my recovery. I feel like all that pain, all the hardness, all the doubt, all the fear, all the anxiety that I had is completely like forgotten. Like, I read this and I was like, no way, that was me. And it's so funny because this was exactly the sentiment that like my client was giving me yesterday. I feel lost. I feel like no one understands me. I don't know if I'm eating too much or if I'm not eating enough. I don't want food, but I want food. It's like exactly how she was feeling. And here I am, not even that long ago. That's the crazy thing, guys. Like, it feels like it's so long when you're in recovery, but in reality, I'm like, that was just a couple short months of my life. And then I got to this place of recovered where it's, I mean, I don't even remember this. Like, I don't even resonate with what I went through and who I was back then. I've forgotten a lot about it. And just reading this journal entry, it really made me reflect and be like, oh, wait, yeah. Which is so funny because, like, I mean, I talk with clients all day about this stuff, but I never, like, really reflect on my journey. And of course, I remember a lot of it, but, like, reading this journal entry, and it went on, by the way. This is, like, the first paragraph. It went on for, like, 3 pages. Reading it, I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way. I don't remember, and I do once I read it, but it's like I really have distanced myself from that. So anyways, I wanted to just share this with you guys because I want you to know that though you feel like you are forever going to be in this state of like, now food is like an even bigger deal, some people may feel like. I feel like I had restriction under control, right? Didn't really think about how hungry I was. I didn't feel hungry back then, but then I sort of, quote unquote, unleashed the beast, if we want to call it that way. That's probably negative, maybe I shouldn't say it that way, but you know what I mean. Like, once you start nourishing yourself, then it's like, whoa, you really start realizing how undernourished you were for so many years. And it can feel very scary that things go just so absolutely fast. And you can really start to feel like I'm, you know, now more obsessed with food, and now I have to get food. And I remember eating, yeah, like 5 servings of dessert every single night. I'm not even kidding. Like, some nights I would have like a huge steak dinner, and then I would come home from like a restaurant and make a sandwich. Like, I was so hungry, and I remember feeling like, this is crazy. I feel like I'm more obsessed about food now. It's part of the recovery process. You have to go through that process of nutritionally rehabilitating your body. It's that, I mean, that is the recovery journey. It's not just an important part, like, that is the recovery journey. And so, yeah, you're gonna, for a little bit, feel a lot more preoccupied with food. You're gonna feel, I mean, so many things are changing. Your body shape and size is changing. Your personality is changing. Your reaction towards certain foods are changing. Like, so many things are changing. Of course, it's gonna be, like, all consuming while you're in it. But just know that, like, I'm not in that place anymore. Like, this type of stuff doesn't consume me anymore. I'm not always thinking about food. That's like the beautiful part about recovery, right? Is that you get to this place where now you feel really nourished, you feel grounded, you feel healthy, and you're mentally free to think of a million other things besides food, body, nutrition, exercise, X, Y, and Z. So just wanted to share that with you guys to just give you some hope that, like, if you feel really lost, yeah, that makes sense. This is a really tough journey. This is why I really recommend coaching. Coaching is ridiculously helpful to get that support and to really get that direction too within this journey, because it can feel like, whoa, what am I even doing? And I feel so lost, and it's so helpful to just have someone there that's like guiding you. So I don't care if that's me. There's so many other like recovery coaches online. There's so many other dietitians, therapists. Like, it really depends too on the amount of help and what type of help you are needing right now in this moment. But I just really recommend reaching out to someone you resonate with, someone who you listen to online, and it's like, yes, okay, I really like their stuff. Maybe they can help me. Maybe they can be that person where I can learn to just listen to their healthy voice while I try and strengthen my own. Maybe that they can give me the tools I need to do this whole recovery thing, get my period back, restore my metabolism, and create a healthy relationship with food. You're not weak for asking for help or needing help. It's actually a very strong thing to ask for help and to get that support. I really wish I did. Probably would have healed a lot quicker. I was so dang stubborn in regards to asking for help, and I thought I could do it on my own. And you know what? I did do it on my own, but it took so many years, and it took nights of me crying to my journal being like, I'm so freaking lost. And I'm glad that I was able to stick with it, and I was able to really push through with recovery. I had a very clear idea at that point of what recovery was going to look like and what I needed to do, and I'm glad I was able to stick with it. I know a lot of people who that's really tough for them to be able to stick with it through those moments where they feel so helpless and so lost and sort of like, now what did I just do to myself? Now I'm like, I don't like where I'm at right now, but there's no way, there's no way I'm going back to what I was doing, but yeah, I have no idea what the future is. Yeah, coaching really helps with helping you visualize and create that future for yourself. So anyways, if you are interested in coaching, I definitely just recommend filling out the application form below and let's get chatting about it. And yeah, get the ball rolling on your recovery here. I don't think you need to stay in this place of cause of recovery your whole life. You don't need to not have your period your whole life. You can get it back. We just have to work on it. So anyways, hope that this was helpful today. I might do a couple more things like this. I was reading my journal and being like, oh my gosh, like I have so many things that I wrote here. I really wrote in my journal a lot. And so I might share some things when I find a passage or two that I feel like would be really supportive and helpful for you guys. If you are wanting to support the channel in a free way, great way to do that is to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to share this video with others. So I really appreciate all of you guys who do that. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. I'll see you guys later.